guys, can we have a quick coffee chat here for a moment? I make a lot of videos. I really do, right? But I want to ask all of the people out there that may watch this your opinion on something. And I'm not saying I'm right. Not always right. Could be wrong. Just in my own humble opinion, I'm thinking of something and I want to get the opinions of everybody out there who watches this. Now, for those who may not know, maybe you're just, maybe you're an old-time subscriber and you're not real sure what a First Amendment audit is. I'll give you that really quick. First Amendment audit, or Fourth Amendment, Second Amendment, whatever, constitutional auditor, someone who goes out to a place like First Amendment audits. You go to a government building or law enforcement agency, department, police, sheriff, FBI, DEA. And you record in public, which is our legal right to do under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, to peaceably assemble, to have the right to free press, the right to free speech, and of course the freedom of religion, practice your religion and so forth is in there. But that's not kind of really that part of the First Amendment that I'm dealing with here, and you'll kind of get what I'm saying. So you go out and you edit, and if they say, well, no, you can't record here, this is a government building, you go, yeah, right. And I'm an American, and I'm practicing my right to free press right now, gathering content of matters of public interest for a story as a press person, and and if they tell you to go away or they call the cops on you, they haven't allowed you to exercise your First Amendment freedoms of press or free speech. That's what the audit is about. So they fail, so then everybody on social media can see that they don't respect the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution by not allowing you to freely record in public. That sort of thing. Almost kind of like a communist state. You cannot do that here. Fidel Castro is inside, something like that. But, so that's what we do. We go out and, people go out and they audit. That's why I did the Department of Homeland Security in San Bernardino the other day. It was just basically to see if they respected my right to Homeland Security. They secure our rights. They don't respect our rights. Who will? So that's why I did that. And I've done Gold Base, Church of Scientology. I audited them. But I want to get your opinions on something, because I'm seeing something among the First Amendment audit community that I want to ask you guys about. Do you feel that it is detrimental, or if there's progressive, to audit the Church of Scientology, or any church for that matter, Jewish synagogue, whatever? Do you feel that that is a First Amendment audit that really needs to be done? And I'm not saying the people that do those are wrong. I'm just asking. And the reason I'm asking is because they're not really government agencies. They're not, the Church of Scientology, it was okay for a good video. But then I started thinking after, and Poetic too really made me stop and question myself about that audit. Is that they're and you might disagree, but that's okay. Under the First Amendment, they have the right, the Church of Scientology has the right to say, we're a religion and we're practicing here in America, and so forth. Do we have the right to go out and audit them as a church to see if they'll respect our rights? Well, they're a church. They can do what they want, right? They have the freedoms to practice their religion in a way that they want. Is there really any type of progressive outcome that can come from auditing a church like Scientology, or the Baptists, or the Catholics, or the Jewish, or whoever? They're not a government agency. They're not City Hall. They're not a county government building. They're not a law enforcement department. They're not water or power, like your city electric company. They're basically, you pay taxes for your electric and your water and so forth. They're not any of that. They're a church. You might disagree. I'm not getting into the ifs and ands and buts and definitions. I'm just saying, under the First Amendment, they have the right to exercise their beliefs just like anybody else would. Is it detrimental or progressive to go out and audit them? I don't know, I'm just asking. These library audits, what are we auditing libraries for? Just asking. I mean, do libraries really have to respect our right under the First Amendment? I guess if we pay taxes to libraries, okay, I get it. Maybe. I've audited Amazon because Amazon does have government contracts. But lately I've questioned whether I should do any more of those, like FedEx or UPS or Amazon, or should I really go audit them? Really? I mean, they have government contracts, but is it really going to change anything to audit those businesses? Schools. Why are we doing First Amendment audits at schools? And don't get me wrong about Furry Potato. I think it's wrong that the guard shot her. I'm all for that guard being prosecuted. You say, even if it was an accident, let's say, okay, well, he didn't mean to shoot her, and it didn't look like it was intentional. It looked like the stupid goof freaking, the gun just went off and it ricocheted into her leg. I mean, he's a moron for even having a gun. I don't know who the hell certified that guy to be an armed security guard, but he did it, and so it wasn't intentional, but he did it. He's prosecuted, even if it's for misuse of a firearm in public. I mean, he's a fucking idiot. However, not to knock Furry, why are we auditing schools? Now, maybe she didn't know it was a girls' school. I'm going to give her a benefit of the doubt. But I've seen a couple other videos where people have gone and audited schools. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Give me some insight on this, guys. Now, juvenile probation departments and so forth, I'm for auditing, and I'll tell you why. These juvenile probation departments, these juvenile halls, these stuff where they house, you say, well, those are juveniles. Yeah, but they're juvenile detention facilities. That's what I'm talking about. And they can be treated horrendously like adult convicts, for lack of a better word. They could be treated, their rights can be violated inside those detention facilities just the same as an adult convict that's in an adult detention facility, like jail, prison, whatever. These juvenile halls, juvenile detention centers, we need to make sure that the guards and those adults that are in charge of those facilities, I feel, in my humble opinion, are acting accordingly. So those I get, because that's what we're here for, is to keep law enforcement accountable. And law enforcement isn't just police departments, so forth. It's also corrections. And what was the other one? Courts and corrections. Corrections. That includes juvenile facilities, juvenile detention centers. Now, I'm not saying to go film the kids. They're not the focus of the story. But those adult guards that work there, they need to act accordingly, or they need to be replaced. But schools, we're talking about teachers and principals and so forth. Now, if there's a school police officer that's violating people's rights, then maybe we need to check him out. I don't know. I'm just asking, guys. News Now You Type. I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Again, to sum it up, why are we auditing churches, to include Church of Scientology, libraries, and schools? I'm not saying anybody's wrong. I'm just asking. Let me know, guys. Thanks.